Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Dropping back, it's Hairston. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. try to strike on 1st and 10. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result,
turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it out. It's Rasmussen. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
one of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Knights are flying down the field. The give on the option. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Using his feet. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for 6. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Coming out with it, it's Rasmussen. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
1st and 10.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Launch pass on the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They boot it away on fourth down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Got the first down and more. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Bring in the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
He's got him still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know.
Will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Rasmussen. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Going deep. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On the move. Brings it to the open. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Turns on the Jets. Ripping through the defense. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Pocket breaking down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On the run, still looking. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Rasmussen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough that we heard it.
Soft spot in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
The give on the inside. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Thanks to grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all.
Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
There he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. They're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds space on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All kinds of room to the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap in too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Floats it out in space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Under fire. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down.